Greetings, greetings, and minutes. Now, this is Check It If Collected Transformation. Today, we're going to be checking out Scrapper and Mix Master of the Jinbao BUILDER.D Dr. Crank Constructicons, and this is a continuation of what we was doing before when we was combining or transforming, and we're just going to keep this going. So that being said, let's go! Okay, Screener Redeemers, now what you want to do is this. You want to take either Scrapper or Mix Master, which one you prefer. I'm going to go ahead and go with Mix Master since he's kind of got a little easier transformation coming out of this. We're going to move to the side here, put him to the back, pull this up, front forward, and then what you're going to do is this. Screeners and meters, I'm not going to do this exact kind of instruction manual says. This is just me, because once you're in this mode, let's be honest, you're just going to pull this thing apart. You're not going to be worried about it anyway. So you're going to just take this, pull these forward and stuff, start with the feet, pull this right out, such like so. This is already starting to separate, which is good. We got that going and stuff. We're going to leave this such like so, but then we're going to just move this and pull this straight down. And as you can see, that falls right into the spot and place. And then you're just going to separate that. You're already done with that as such. So you're going to come around here to this back part here. And what you're going to do is just kind of move this out of place. Move the blaster. Which, did I do that? Yes, just moves out of place. Bring the blaster down, and it's not working well. And you pull this as such like so. And you have the figure here and front. You can just come around, and then what you're going to do is move his chest piece part down. And what you're going to do is just pull these forward, and then make his feet come around, and then he's going to have this extremely large knees, which is okay. It's fine. This is him. This is Mix Master. It's his world. He can do what he wants with it. And you're going to take this and move this around. And I think this might be wrong because it's going to come around. Yes, his chest does swivel up, so that's fine, and that works from there on in. And we're just going to keep him going and moving forward on that. And I'm pretty sure there's some ways to secure it and stuff, but like I said, I'm doing this for my version just to actually keep my self sane. Just pretty much it. So you're gonna come around here to the back, try to move this in the front here. You want to make sure you loosen this off the side here with you have them tucked into place out of the combining mode. And what you're gonna do is just pull this up. You see a little slot in there, you're gonna make sure you pull that off just gently like so. This is already separated. Move it to the other side, move it as such like so, off there to the other side, and then you're going to be able to move his arms out like you want to. But first you want to go ahead and turn this around. Here, those nice strong ratchets. Turn, move this to the back as such like that. Then it just kind of hangs there in the balance of however what you could say as such. And you want to just pull the arms apart. I'm sorry, oh excuse me, pull them out of the ports there. Yeah, there, pull this out of port there, and then you're going to pull the arms basically almost like out of its socket, so to speak. Okay, try, and then there, and you got the same thing over there, and then there you go, going from that to this. So keep his arms here. You can twist these back, just of course of his shoulder pieces, pull the back. It would be cool if these could come off, but I'm not gonna worry about that as much. You're gonna take this here and plug that into part. Okay, let's get his arm shape. Do the same thing over here. Put that into shape. Put it there, and then you're gonna take a chest piece and just bring it around and up. And it's this little hinge here, and it's gonna fit over it, and it's gonna like slide right over and right into place. All right. And that's pretty much about it. And he does have this overhang thing, which I'm glad they did something about. And he can just kind of have this shooting blaster thing over top. Just move that up just a tad bit so you see what I'm just talking about. Kind of have that as such like so. And what you're going to do is this. Come to the back here. Open up the back. And just slide open. Just be careful. Be careful. Sometimes the side works better than the other, and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, screeners and meters, I gotta use pulse to slide it out. As you can see, this just kind of slide in there. Very weird thing that it comes out and then slides down. As you guys can see, that it goes down in there, or go in. I'm sorry, goes. I think one goes down and one goes in, if I'm not mistaken. Very confusing to kind of get that going, and such as so. But we got it. Just kind of work and play with it. Just be careful. This thing is such as so. But anyways, to top it off with this top part here, you take this and just pull this and bring this right into here. You can turn around the way you want. I think it looks kind of cool to kind of have a like huge backpack. Again, I'm a backpack fan, of course. You already know what that is. And we don't need to put the weapon in his hand, of course, or blaster and such. The camera's tilted just a little bit there. Let's tilt back, sorry, and put him in his place because he is pretty much done. Screeners and meters. And you might want to go ahead and try to see if you could tuck this on the side here. And again, I know I mistransform in some cases and situations, but again, this is my transformer. I like what I do, wish for him. That's it. You can also keep them to have this like this whole like Count Dracula thing going on, but again, you're supposed to put those down. All right, and he's pretty much done. I just again, I try to go for the fastest way I can to try to keep up with the stop motions with them, and plus to the Constructicons. So they're gonna have moving parts and different things and such, just like all the Transformers in the Transformers movie. So there, Mixmaster is done. We'll take his blaster and put him to the side there. He's not gonna need to hold it. You know, that's it, and that's all to it. Now we're going to deal with Scrapper. Okay, screeners and meters, here we go. This is what I'm doing in screeners and meters. I'm going to probably mistransform him, but this is just what works for me. So please excuse me. This is just what I'm going to do. First thing you want to do is go up and try to loosen these parts. He is going to move a lot, so that's just going to be pretty much about it. Because the ratchets and joints are so tight in the bucket, you want to go ahead and just pull this out of the slots and such like so. In both those spots there, just pull them up and move them and get them out of the way. That's just me, just what I'm doing, screeners and meters. Please don't freaking see me later. Just trying to let you guys know just what I do. Okay, so what you want to do next is this: loosen the parts here from the top. All right, and I did close that part there when I was going through there, but that's just whatever. Loosen these parts here. All right, what you're going to do is go ahead and loosen the parts here to the top. All right, once you come down here, you're going to have this here exposed and such as so. We're going to turn this sideways so we can get this finished and get this going on. So you want to just go and pull this up and loosen this from the top parts of the portion you have from there, but be careful because those parts do come out, so it's going to be kind of stiff. So you just want to go and loosen those, and you're done with this for now, and we're going to move those forward. You can leave it like that, like so, but I just try to keep that in there so I can kind of move it around so it doesn't come back and flap and hit my hand or cut me or whatever the deal may be. All right, you're going to come down to the legs, and you're going to try to get these together. So once these happen to get themselves to forward, you're going to come down here, and you're going to move these parts out of these slots here on the sides here. All right, do the same thing over there, and you're going to bring these around until they get loose. Once they're loose, this is starting to make the feet and the shins and start them going to where they're going at. All right, so once this starts to go, all right, you're gonna just come down and just pull this apart and pull this so it can get together. Now what you want to do is this: you want to put these kind of back into the original way the way they were before, because it's a very crucial part of actually having his feet together, or having when you make it down to his first bottom of his legs. You take this and just let them slide back in the spot, and you come this down and just close this over, and then you see to start to shake. You can say you call these his ankles or whatever the deal may be, but you're gonna see why in just a second here. Come around here, and you're going to spin this around. This is already started, so we're going to go and go along with this. And you're going to move this right over here, and it's going to plug right in the spot like so. So right here, you see this part of his leg, and that's coming around here. You do the same thing as over here. You can pull this down, pull this around, and pull this right over, and that goes right into the spot from there on in. Then it's going to start to take shape with his feet. He has very large feet, and it's coming around, and then that's pretty much there. Now, once you have that there, you're going to extend his legs out. Be careful with the waist guard, and you're going to bring this here down, or bring them out and leave it as you such or whatever. But once you pull out, it's just going to come straight, and that's pretty much about it. Do the same thing on the other side and stuff, and you're pretty much done with the feet, legs, and all the portion ports together, and that's pretty much it. It should look something like this. The exhaust is going to be a bother, but it is what it is from there on in. There's one more step to that. So you're going to see these parts here. You're going to have the plug into the back of his leg, if I'm not mistaken, or is this the front? That is the back of his legs. All right, and you're going to move this part out here so you can have some bend to his legs, so you can get that 90 degree going. going on or close to it, and you're going to plug that right into such as so. So it's 2 parts I messed around and made a mistake in. They're going to snap right into place. All right, you're going to go here, and the legs are pretty much done, and he's already starting to take shape. And now you see what I'm saying when he moves a lot, because it's scrapper and it's just whatever. So you leave him as such like so, and that's it. Let me back up a little bit here. You're going to take the arms, pull this out, pull this down, pull this out, pull this down, and front like so. Give yourself some wiggle room so you'll be able to stretch his hands out, since he does have a lot of moving parts on his arm. Scrapper, and that's pretty much about it. Pull these forwards, pull these forward. All right, you're going to take this and pull this out. Take this, pull this out. Go to the other side, do the same. Pull this out, turn this, and pull this back up. I'm not exactly sure what it said in stretch mail in here, but this is what I'm doing. Maybe it's against me, maybe it's not, but we'll see what it is from there. Extend this arm out, extend this arm out. All right, have it here, and you want to try to move this back. All right, and what you're going to do is this. There's a little part here. Yeah, there it is, right there. This part here pulls out his hand. All right, and what you want to do is the part you look for is the part that bends. So this here was kind of like a little vent thing going on here, and this is the part you use with your nail, and you're going to just pull this down as soon as it and almost hurt myself. Anyways, so it's whatever. Do the same thing over here so you don't forget about it. So you just kind of keep reminding yourself, and you'll know in the future when you Transformers, you know, all my stop motion people out there, so it won't bother you such as so. This is loose. I'm sorry. I gotta move this up. Sorry, move this like so. Come right here, that little slot there, and pull this straight down. His hand's gonna come out. It should come out, but if it does not, what you want to do, I will suggest you guys, so if you're out there, you're doing reviews, or if you need something to try to help yourself with these little tight spots for these third parties and knockoffs, as such as so. See, both of them are kind of stuck. What you want to do is this: get yourself a smaller screwdrivers. These are the ones you find like in eyeglass repair kits and such, or whatever the deal may be. Put it in there and kind of wiggle it out, and just kind of just make sure he can move his hand out, and then you want to move from there on in. And again, this is what the way I do it. Move the hand out first, and then I pull everything else. The whole thing might come out like it's that, but listen, this is how it's gonna go. All right, once you got that together, you got your little screwdrivers put out of the way. You might need those later, you never know. And they're also good too, because they can actually repair these parts. So look, you pick these up in little kits and such and so. I'm gonna have them do a review about them. I might do a review in the future, but that's pretty much when that's gonna come down to it. Anyways, take this, and you want to go and fold these. You kind of just leave it there how you want to, leave it open. It's up to you how you want to have them and stuff. I mean, it's up to you how you want to have them. Have this, you can fold this over. All right, have that lock over right into place. Fold that up, put that away, put that away, put this here. Put the arm here so he can come up to kind of still have function, so he can still bend his arm, kind of, sort of. He can come around as well too. I think the instruction manual has it back here, if I'm not mistaken, kind of like I have the little bumper thing, but it's totally up to you what you want to do in this stuff. I mean, this gives you a lot of options to have the way you want it transform, so that's pretty much about it. But I do believe that's the right way to do it. It's kind of tucked right in there, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's either way. I think the bar kind of fits either way, but we're just gonna leave this as is. We're not gonna really fiddle too much, because now we're just kind of burning more time than I wish, and you're gonna have to finish this to get this done. So pull this out here like so. I'm gonna back him up a bit, pull this down, and then you pull this up, and then his head is there together, and then there you have Scrapper, aka the leader of the Constructicons. There we go again, and have on the side, and they look absolutely amazing. You know, it looks even more amazing with these crew of just mean, bad Decepticons. That's right, the whole family. And screeners and meters, we got 2 more to go, and I've been waiting. I hope you guys have been waiting too. It's been taking quite some time. Now, screeners and meters, I appreciate it so much. It's been Jinbao, BUILDER.D, Gravity Builder, whatever you want to call it, Set B of Scrapper and Mixmasters. So we got 2 more to go after this, screeners and meters, and I cannot wait. Hope you can't neither. So thank you so much. Do what you do, as long as you do it well. On to the next. Later.